Hello, everybody, and welcome to New Bremen, Ohio, where the home team Cardinals from New Bremen bring host to the Rangers from New Knoxville. We'll start out talking about New Knoxville today. New Knoxville's falling on what we'd call hard times for New Knoxville, looking for that place where they can make a change possibly in the season, Dennis.
Yeah, they're trying to get on the winning side of the sheet here with no victories yet in the MAC and only 1-11 on the year. A young bunch. Again, we only have 3 seniors on the Knoxville squad, so their big problem is they've got to be able to play some defense. Last night, for example, against Delta St. John's, had a game that they could have won, but maybe just had too many errors at the wrong time, and just really stopped their ability to notch a W, and especially a W in the MAC. So we've got tournament coming up here in about a week. So not saying it'll be absolute, but if you get enough W's, you can maybe play one at home at least. So. Well, this is important.
That's the hope for New Knoxville. On the other side, we got New Bremen coming in 5-8 on the season, also 0-4 in the MAC.
Yeah, so tonight, for example, we will have a winner in the MAC for the first time with, as you said, both teams 0-4 coming in. And again, with New Bremen sitting at 5-8 on the year, their overall record is just that much better. So they have a strong possibility that they might be able to host a tournament game here, maybe even 2 if everything falls right and how their record goes this week, if they can pile up a couple more W's, as well as notching their first W in the MAC. So we'll wait and see. It's a matter of just doing the basics for both squads. And then we'll see what happens.
Well, you guys, you can hear on the noise on the microphone. It is a batter's field today. The wind's blowing deep towards center, so hopefully we can see some fly deep. We'll be right back with keys to the game and our starters here on NKTelco Sports.
Your employees are your most valuable asset. Protect them by stopping copier violence. 4U Office provides a full line of quality printers and copiers that keeps your team working efficiently and safely.
Wegner's IGA have been servicing their communities for more than 90 years, spanning 3 generations. Wegner's founded their business on 2 basic principles: excellent customer service and quality products. Visit all our locations and experience the finest selection of deli, fresh meats, and a variety of beverage choices. While there, don't forget to check out our vast selection of fresh coffee beans, produce, dairy, and bakery items. Visit Wegner's today in Minster, Fort Laramie, and now New Bremen.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to New Bremen, Ohio, where the New Bremen Cardinals are set to take on the New Knoxville Rangers. We'll go ahead and we'll look at keys to the game, and we'll start out with New Bremen.
There you are. New Bremen needs to eliminate extra bases by the opponent. They've got to stop them when they don't let them run from first to second. Don't let them turn the corners on second to third, that they're in easy scoring position. Also on offense, then they've got to take advantage of the opponent's mistakes. So if there is an error, or if there is an extra base available, then you got to cash in. They've got to be able to give up that good, or be able to get that good hit when they need it to just score those runs that are on the bases. So those are the keys to the game by New Bremen. Brought to you by Bud's Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram and Sliner, where the dealer makes the difference.
On the mound today for New Bremen is going to be Casey Parker, number 20. Catching for him is going to be number 22, Darren Hayes. On first will be number 18, Owen Lugers. Second will be number 1, Greg Parker. Short will be number 13, Grant Shelby. Third will be covered by number 6, Dion Haney. Right field will be covered by number 3, Brennan Topp. Center will be by number 9, Caleb Aleg. And rounding it out for the 9 will be number 19, Ben Schwederman in the left. Coming up to bat first is going to be Jonah Loggeman, number 2 for New Knoxville.
Okay, Loggeman stepping up to the plate. He's the center fielder for the Rangers, and he is hitting at about a 222 clip, and the first pitch is on his way. And it's there for a strike. Like I said, Loggeman 222 on the year, but he's got a 326 OBA, on base average. He's got 7 RBIs, and he scored 6 runs himself.
Second pitch is going to be outside. Talking to Coach Saylor before the game, the biggest thing for the Rangers is get into the pitch count. Too many times this year they got up there and they've swung at the first pitch, put the ball in play, but They're just not making the pitcher work for what he's getting.
Okay.
It'll be ball high. Count 1 ball, 2 strike, or two
and
balls,
one.
1 strike.
If you hear a lot of noise, folks, in the background, it's very windy here, as we said in the pregame. Next pitch. That's popped in the air to the right side. First baseman over, under it, and he has it.
And Luger's retiring the first batter, so down goes Loggeman in the first. Coming up now is going to be the shortstop, number 8, Hunter McMurray.
So if these guys who are right-handed batters can pull one to left field and get it somewhat in the stratosphere, it's got a chance to carry to the wall or over the wall. New Knoxville has no home runs on the year, however, New Bremen has some, so that's it's a possibility today because the wind's pretty brisk with gust that's probably getting up there on 20 mile an hour.
Yeah, Lugers and Haney both have put one out of the park this year. This is the opportunity. 14-mile-an-hour winds. That's going to be off the helmet.
Nope,
Nope,
off the bat. Off the bat.
So that's going to be a foul for strike 2.
Hunter McMurray at the plate. He is the Rangers' leading hitter. He's .500 on the year. He's got 1 double. He's got 8 RBIs, and he scored 8 runs. So he's Mr. Do-It-All over there at shortstop today. 500 hitter, basically no walks. As Matt said, they're trying to get the pitcher to get a little deeper in the count. He's been on, every time he's on, it's to a hit. So he's hitting 500 on the year, wonderful average, but hasn't had any walks in that either.
That's going to be deep.
That one is hit to left center, over
Couldn't
the left
get it.
fielder's ball head, but backed up by the center fielder very nicely. So a single there by Hunter McMurray. And he stands down at first base, and that's going to bring Nick Tupp, the catcher, to the plate.
Yeah, Aleg did a nice job covering up for his left fielder Schwederman out there, getting the ball back in play and stopping Murray on just one base.
Schwederman almost caught it. When it left the bat, I thought it was going to carry a little farther. But Schwederman almost got his glove on it. But then a nice backup there by Caleb Aleg, and he gets the ball back to the infield.
Well, the 2 batters coming up now for Knoxville being Top and Tinnerman, both of them do have the size to put it out.
Yep.
So this could be an opportunity for Knoxville here early in the first. If you're just joining us, it's 1 ball, no strikes, 1 out, top of the first inning.
That ball is inside. Nick Tupp, as we said, the catcher for the Rangers, he's hitting .237 on the year with a .256 OBA. And he scored 6 runs on the year, and he's got 1 RBI. So here would be a chance to maybe get another one. Going to have a hit in the hole someplace.
There's Hunter going for the steal. Fouled back. And that'll be strike 1. So 2 balls, 1 strike on the foul ball there by Topper. So
Lagerman was off on the pitch. I don't know if it was a hit and run or just a run and hit.
ball high. Good job of Nick going into deep in the count. 3 balls, 1 strike.
Batters count. He either gets to take it and not be in any danger, or he gets the selective pitch in the right spot. He can go after it. And there's fouled straight back. That one was in his wheelhouse because it was down and
low.
Yep, right where he likes it.
It takes count full, 3 balls, 2 strikes, but this is what the Rangers need to do with these pitchers, make them go deep in these counts, make them earn it. Top waiting on the pitch.
Hunter McMurray leads.
Another
That one's popped up over here to the right side. The pitcher calls for it. He gets run into by his first baseman, but he hangs onto the ball, so Parker grabs it for out number 2, so Nick Tupp flies out to the pitcher.
Coming up to bat now is going to be Tinnerman. Plays first base, number 17, Nathan Tinnerman.
Tinnerman's hitting at 243, but his on-base average is about 100 points higher at 333. He's got 5 ribbies and 6 runs scored, and he's got 2 doubles on the year. So here would be a chance for him, if he can get it in the wind a little bit, to extend or use his power with his hitting.
It's definitely something for the Rangers to build off of. He is one of the younger players on the team.
Yeah.
Bat and clean up gives them something to look forward to next year.
Mm-hmm. New Knoxville only has 3 seniors on their squad, as we said earlier.
On deck is going to be Logan Leffel, one of the seniors. And that's going to be a steal to second. Down and in, so that is a steal.
Stolen base there by Hunter McMurray.
So Loggeman now with a runner in scoring position. Counts 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs, top of the first.
So now with 2 outs, we've basically got a runner in scoring position with any ball hit into the outfield at any length.
McMurray definitely has good wheels out there. Tinnerman looking at the ball called strike, so 1 ball, 2 strikes, quickly behind in the count.
Casey Parker on the hill for the Cardinals. He's got a great 1.4 ERA. And swung on and missed, so that ends that inning as Tinnerman strikes out for out number 3. The Rangers leave 1 stranded, and we're heading to the bottom of the first.
We'll be right back after a break here on NKTelco Sports.
There's a lot of early mornings that go into 40 years of service, a lot of miles on these tires, and millions of pounds of cargo have traveled in these trailers. It's about dependable service, the kind of service that shows up 30 minutes early every time, that gets your products, cargo, and business from point A to point B safely, quickly, and efficiently. We are St. Mary's Trucking, traveling the roads of commerce in Ohio, Michigan, Indiana, Kentucky. Men and women who produce the solutions that make your business grow, because the most important thing to them is you.
At Minster Bank, we understand that life can get hectic. That's why when it comes to your banking, we offer the services that make your life simpler, with tools like person-to-person payments, Pop Money, mobile and online banking, and bill pay. But most of all, Minster Bank is a supportive member of your community, with personal relationships and customer service that reach outside of our branches. Minster Bank, helping people achieve financial success.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Bremen, Ohio. Now the Rangers are taking the field, and we're going to go into the keys for their victory today. So I'll hand it over to Dennis Henchen.
Okay, the keys for the Rangers is this. We have got to stop errors. As we said earlier in the broadcast, they had a nice game last night against Delphus, but had, I think, 4 errors in that one, and those errors just added up to too many easy runs and too many extra bases for the St. John's Blue Jays. So you've got to knock down the errors and then be the ball, and that means basically they got to see it, they got to hit it. As Tony Perez used to say, see ball, hit ball. Pretty easily said. Now we just got to get it done. But they've got to hit the ball. They did have 1 hit here in the first top half of the inning, but left him stranded on the path. So here we go. First pitch for the Rangers, and Brandon Puckett's on the hill for the Rangers today. He's got a 1-4 record. He's been in 7 games, so he's got quite a few innings underneath his belt. And his catcher will be Nick Tupp. I'll give you the Matt. You can even run around through the infield and the outfield.
All right, on first we have number 17, Nathan Tinnerman. Second, number 17, Logan Leffel. Short's going to be Hunter McMurray. Third, Jacob Osborne. In right, we'll have number 1, Jack Bartholomew. Center's going to be Jonah Loggeman. And then left will be Zach Newman. With Newman, there will be a DH batting for him, and that'll be Corey Cook. Now, that's going to be a deep shot. The wind catches it, and it's off the fence. So he's going around for 2. Cut off by the shortstop, and he's going to get third base, and he's going to stand up, and that's going to be a triple. I'd actually give him a double with an error, a fielding error.
Give him a triple. He won on the fly, but you are correct. It might have been able to be stopped, but we'll give him a triple. So Grant Shelby out there with the 3-bagger right out of the chute. That was well jacked over the left fielder's head. Jonah Loggeman over to get it, but then missed the cutoff man.
Up to bat now is going to be number 1.
Greg Parker, the second baseman.
We've got 2 Parkers on the team today, Greg and Casey both. Parker does have 11 stolen bases, so when he gets on, he's trying to move the bases. So
Parker's hitting 297 on the year, just a little bit under 300. He's got a great on-base average at 447, and he's scored 12 runs. As Matt said, does some of that on the base paths with speed. He's got 12 runs scored, and he's got 7 RBIs. So right now he can get number 8 real fast. It's only 90 feet away.
Count now, 2 balls, 1 strike, no out. Puckett with the pitch, and that's going to be right in the gap. That's going to bring in Shelby, and that's going to advance Parker over to first. And this is what we was talking about with the Rangers. You know, they got to eliminate mistakes. They already made one, got the runner to third. That may have been able to stop him on third and put him on the corners. But So up to bat now is going to be number 18, Luger's up to bat. So Owen Luger's plays first.
Owen's got 2 home runs, and he bats from the right side. So as we said, if you can get it up in the jet stream this afternoon, it's got a chance to go out because it's a wind-aided ball. Reminds you almost like Wrigley Field, a little wind blowing out, and that's what it is here. It's definitely an advantage to anybody hitting over the hitting to the left side of the infield or the outfield.
It's 314 over to the right, 321 to the left. That's going to be a nice hit. That 2 is probably going to make the fence.
It does. It goes all the way to the fence.
That's going to advance the runner from first all the way around, and he's going to get a stand-up double. So Owen Luger's number 18 quickly taking advantage of the wind. Coming up now is going to be Haney.
Dion Haney.
So third baseman number 6, Dion Haney, up on top or on deck is going to be top.
He's the cleanup hitter in the lineup, and for good reasons. He has 15 hits. He's the leading hitter on the Cardinals squad. And there's a foul tip off the catcher's mask. Haney's hitting 349, on base average 417, 11 runs batted in. He scored 9 himself, and he has a big Johnson. So again, a chance for a man who can hit to put it out. But he looks at the second pitch after fouling off the first, so he's in a hole now, 0-2.
This is what the Rangers need. They need to get a quick out if they can, just something to motivate to get out of this inning, already down by 2. Puckett with the pitch. It's going to be fouled back. Keeps the count at no balls, 2 strikes. Still nobody out here in the bottom of the first. On deck is number 3, Brennan Top, the right fielder. That's another one fouled back. I don't think he's not swung at a pitch yet.
No, I think he's touched every one of them, yep.
Brandon Puckett on the mound. Definitely getting worked here.
One and 2 on the batter, Mr. Haney, the cleanup hitter for the Cardinals in the 4 spot. There he reaches out and touches one, flies out to right center, but it falls just where there is no one. The runner at second held.
That was just enough, though, to keep Haney
No,
close to second to where he didn't advance to third. I mean, if he would have known that was dropping, he would have been running all the way. But
right. Leugers was the guy who got held up on Haney's hit. Leugers stands at third now.
So Loggeman gets the ball back in. Oh, I'm sorry, yeah, Lugers.
Brennan Tupp at the plate, the right fielder. Hitting .308 on the year. There's a steal attempt, cut off, comes home, not in time.
Normally you'll see the pitcher pick up ball off and get it back in, but unsuccessful on the out, unsuccessful on getting them out at home as well. Takes a score now, 3-0, visiting or home Cardinals. Up to bat is number 3, Brennan Top, and there is no outs, and there's still a runner in scoring position now out on second, which would be Haney.
Pitch by Puckett there is there for a strike.
Takes the count, no balls, 2 strikes. Puckett's been up in the count most of the day here so far in the bottom of this first, but has just paid for it after he's got 2 strikes.
There's one on the ground underneath the glove of the third baseman.
So Osborne with the error, and that's going to bring another run around. They're throwing for home, and they got him.
A one hopper to the catcher. He gloves it and tags the runner out at the base, so Haney's out at the plate on that single there by Tupp, who moves down to second on the throw. So Haney's out there on a 5-6, or I'm sorry, let's make it a 7-6 to 2.
Yeah. Newman with a real nice throw into home, get him out, and Nick Top getting the tag down. So coming up to bat now is going to be number 22, Hayes. He's the catcher, Darren Hayes.
1 away, 1 out, 3 runs are in, but got another scoring potential run out there at second base for the Cardinals.
It's going to to be low. Quickly, 2 balls, no strikes to Hayes. Hayes batting 189 on the season. As a team, they're batting 262, which is not bad for a high school team. You'd think their record would reflect a better record than 5-8. Well, that's a nice poke back out to Newman. Runner holds this time, doesn't want to chance that arm. Coming up to bat now is going to be number 19. That'll be Ben Schwederman, the left fielder. Here we are, the 7th batter in the bottom of the 1st inning. They've almost batted around, and there's still only 1 out with runners on 1st and 3rd.
Ben Schwederman hitting at a 389 clip. That's pretty good. He's got a double and a triple this year. There, the runner takes off, goes, and doesn't receive a throw. He swipes second. So stolen base there by Hayes.
Yeah, Puckett didn't look like he was even paying attention. I mean, the ball wasn't pitched once. He just held the ball.
I don't think he saw him break. Yeah, because late, and then he realized I got a runner at third, and then didn't risk the throw. There's a ball that's flipped down, and it's
fair.
Just got inside the line. So there's 2 runs will come in.
So in comes number 3 and number 22 to score. And the score quickly becomes 5-0 Cardinals. Rangers just unable to eliminate any mistakes, and it seems like the Cardinals can't do anything wrong at this point.
So the pitcher now, Casey Parker, up, going to be opposed, facing his opposite number. Parker with the sticks, hitting just a little under 200 on the year with a 359. There's a pop fly right at the plate. If Tupp sees it, he has it. He gloves that one, holds the runner at second for out number 2. So Parker pops up to the catcher, and second out of the inning.
So number 9, Caleb Aleg coming up to bat, the number 9 batter, before we get back to the top of the order with Shelby.
Aleg hitting the center fielder. He's hitting 276 on the year.
Ball outside.
Got 1 double, 7 ribbies, and 10 runs scored by himself, so he gets on base quite a bit. Well, he's got an on-base average of almost 500 at 447. There's a strike by Puckett. So evens the count at 1-1. That couple of Puckett's pitches have maybe been up, and that's maybe why they've been able to get a bat on him, but he's had some nice throws down low, too. That one was ripped left hand just past Coach Wells.
Yeah, Puckett's pitched a nice game so far. It's just
hit them where they ain't.
And Bremen's hitting them where Knoxville's not.
Yeah, hit them where they ain't.
Puckett with the 4th pitch. That's going to be high.
Curve there, that lead that got away from him, stayed up a little high.
You said Brandon is pretty much the premier pitcher for New Knoxville.
And their change is swing and a miss. And that was strike 3, so Aleg is eliminated on the strikeout. That's out number 3. So in that inning, the Cardinals put up 5 runs and left 1 man left on base. So after 1 complete, it's 5-0.
We'll be back here on NKTelco Sports after a break with our sponsors.
You owe it to yourself twice a year a checkup at Minster Dental Care. Our specialized doctors, Jim Overman, Jim Myring, Sean Sharp, and Philip Slunkowski, are ready to give you the smile you've always dreamed of at any stage of your life. Pediatric, orthodontic, restorative, and cosmetic dentistry are just a few of the services offered. Our latest advancements include CEREC dentistry that allows us to create and deliver a crown in one convenient visit. We're located on State Route 66 in Minster, 419-628-3380 to schedule your appointment today. You owe it to yourself.
NKTelco Sports, Ohio's leading sports broadcasting company, is dedicated to sports coverage, filming over 120 collegiate and high school sporting events that bring quality content and excellent sportsmanship to the big screen. Team up with us as an NKTelco sponsor and receive many benefits: commercials that will be seen by thousands of viewers, multiple name mentions, live web ads, monthly bill stuffers, and discounted network ad insertion spots. Packages are available for any budget. Contact us today.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to New Bremen. The Cardinals putting on some damage, 5 runs scored. While we got a break here, we'd like to thank our sponsors: 4U Office Supply, Wagner's IGA, St. Mary's Trucking, Minster Bank, Minster Dental, NKTelco Sports, NKTelco, Francis Furniture, Fowler's TV, New Knoxville Supply, and the Orthopedic Associates of Southwest Ohio. We'd also like to thank our scoreboard sponsor, First National Bank, Think First, Replay sponsor, Sydney Body Car Star, and the keys to the game sponsor, Bud's Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram and Salina, where the dealer makes the difference. We also have a player of the game for each team today. For the New Bremen, it's the Dairy Queen, and for New Knoxville, it will be Main Street Station. Knoxville is now up to their 5, 6, and 7 batters, so Leffel, Puckett, and Cook. So Logan Leffel, it'd be number 4.
Yep.
He's missing something.
No, you're number 4. You got it
Okay.
right. He's also number 5 in the order, but he's number 1 in his mom's heart.
That's what they say, hon. I
Number 4
think
on
his
the field.
sister will say something about that.
I'm not sure she would go with that.
Had him down as number 17 for some reason.
Leffel fouls one off there, so he's now looked at one pitch and fouled one off, and he's behind in the count 0-2. Leffel is hitting .235 on the year. He's got 5 ribbies and 2 runs scored. Had a big night against Fairlawn here a couple weeks ago. And there's a high one that he went after. It's in the air, and the right fielder finally tracks it down, so
Brennan Top with the catch.
it hung up there long enough for the right fielder to get it, so Top has it for out number 1. That'll bring Brandon Puckett to the plate, the pitcher. Puckett's batting .217 on the year, 3 ribbies and 4 runs scored.
That also put Corey Cook on deck. So Puckett waiting for the first pitch. Knoxville doing a good job of I'm enjoying watching them finally look at a couple pitches. That'll definitely pay off in the later innings, hopefully, for them here. Ball 1 called. And that's going to be hit by a pitch. Easy way to get a base. So Brandon Puckett goes to first. And up comes Corey, quote-unquote, from his father, Corn Dog Cook.
Yeah, Corey's the DH for the Rangers. And he's hitting at .240 on the year with a .387 on base average. He's got a couple of ribbies, and he's got 4 runs scored. So he swings from the left side. Puckett's down at first, and Jacob Osborne will be on deck, the third baseman.
It's one of the few left-handers we've seen so far today. I believe the entire Cardinal team is right-handed. Ball 1 called.
Casey Parker on the hill for the Cardinals. Like I said, a very impressive, if this is correct on the stats that I got, he's got a 1.4 ERA, so that's pretty good. He's got quite a few innings worked in the process.
Going for the attempt on the steal, and he's going to be down. So
Puckett's there with a stolen base.
Osborne on deck. He'll be coming up following the Cook at bat. So third baseman looking to get his first shot at it as well. So Corey now got 1 in scoring position. See if he can't bring him around.
He's ahead in the count, 2-0. Was a wonderful sunshiny day earlier. It's not that now. That one stays high also. It's 3-0 on Cook.
The truck's telling us 14 miles an hour. I'm not for sure if they're feeling what we're feeling, but definitely feels like it's coming in.
There, last time I looked, there was rain way back in Indiana, Illinois, but nothing close. But it's definitely changed the temperature around here. And that's high for a ball.
3 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Bottom of 2. Rangers down 5-0 if you're just joining us. Cardinals batted all the way through their order in the first.
3-1, 1 out. The pitch. Bingo.
That's a deep hit. He might have them burnt.
He got it quite a bit there. That's going to go all the way to the wall. Cook around first, off to second. He might turn the corner. He is. The throw on the relay coming into third. Cook, it's offline, and Cooks is in there with a stand-up triple and an RBI as Brandon Puckett scores from second.
I guess we'll call him Corn Dog more often.
I guess that's what Dad says. That's what it is.
That's the nickname what the father tells me, so.
Okay, Jake Osborne coming up. Hasn't had many plate appearances. Has had a few hits. Got a very elevated .571 batting average, but he hasn't had a lot of plate appearances.
See if he can't bring Cook in from third. First pitch in is called strike.
So a 3-base hit by Corey Cook, the designated hitter, to right center, drives in the Rangers' first run.
That's going to be way high, and Cook's going to come in. Going to have to slide.
He didn't get down. It got an excellent bounce off the screen, and the catcher is there for a U2 put out. So the second out of the inning as the ball came right back to the catcher. It didn't lay at the screen. It came back 20 feet. Turned around, picked it up, and Cook was dead dog at 15 feet.
Now, this is one of those just missed opportunities that happen for Knoxville. It just seems like it's not bounced their way all year.
That was low and outside.
Takes a count 2-1.
Jack Bartholomew is on deck, the right fielder.
Osborne showing some patience at the plate, looking for his pitch. Another one high. 3 balls, 1 strike, 2 out.
So Osborne's got the right count for him. He can look or he can swing. That one is low, so he looks like he's going to first base on a base on balls.
Coming up now is going to be right fielder number 1, Jack Bartholomew.
Jack's hitting just around 200. 235 on base average. 2 runs scored for the year. Right fielder.
Yeah, Parker really hasn't got one across the plate since Cook hit that triple off of him. I don't know if that shook him up a little bit or what, but he really hasn't hit the plate or hit the strike zone very well since that's happened. Bartholomew waiting on the pitch. Rangers still down 5-1. Got a pickle going.
Yep, we got a pickle, throws high to second, running back, now going the other way, now come back, and he's tagged out.
So out number 3 is recorded by New Bremen. Knoxville giving up a couple of errors here on the offensive side of the ball, which is rare, but the score still remains 5-1 at the end of 1.5. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsors here on NKTelco Sports.
Innovation, it's all around us. NKTelco developed a fiber network in our communities over 10 years ago when the competitors were only thinking about it. Increasing bandwidth to make it convenient for the whole family to enjoy online entertainment and gaming. With our IPTV solution, you can enjoy over 80 HD channels, providing quality TV and movies for the whole family, and even take them on the go with our Watch TV Everywhere app. All this from a company that believes in local customer service from people you know and trust. NKTelco, providing services that bring value to your everyday life.
Hello? Anybody home? This bed's too soft. This bed's too hard.
That one, it's from Francis Furniture.
I like it.
Find your just right at Francis Furniture.
Hello everybody, welcome back to New Bremen, where the Cardinals are leading the Rangers 5-1 after 1.5. They're back up to the top of the order, so you'll see Shelby, Parker, and Lugers coming into bat. Starting out will be Shelby, number 13, Grant Shelby, batting .237 on the season.
He had a 3-base hit in the first inning, or at least that's what we gave him. If it wasn't a 2-base and a bag on a throwing error, but he basically legged it out. He never stopped, so it's a 3-base hit. And he scored a run, so 1 up. He's 1 for 1 on the day.
Puckett doing what he's done all so far is thrown strikes. He's got that one on. Strike 1 called. Ball low.
Curve ball there, just a little bit low.
Count even 1-1. There's a deep hit back out to right.
Left field.
Or left, I'm sorry. That's going to be bounced off the fence and another double. That's got to be the 4th or 5th multiple base hit by Bremen here today. So give Shelby a triple and a double. Coming up to bat is going to be number 1, Greg Parker, the second baseman. So Shelby on second, stand-up double. Waiting on the sign from the coach.
That one hopped the fence, so that was pretty well tagged. Didn't roll there. There's a bunt down towards the first base line. Puckett has it. Over to first for Tinnerman, and that's a sacrifice there as the runner moves up.
So that moves Shelby over to third. He's coming up to bat now is going to be Lugers.
Lugers had a double in the first inning and has scored a run, so he's 1 for 1.
Lugers is one of the few Cardinals that have put one out this year.
Yeah, he's got 2 of them out. In fact, he's had two home runs on the year. Real respectable hitting average as well as on base average. There's one that's high in the zone, and he liked it, went after it, fouls it back.
Now 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Bottom of 2.
Darren Hayes on deck here for the Cardinals. 1 out, runner at third base.
Luger's waiting on the pitch. Just about the same area where that last one is. He fouled back.
Yeah, the last one was a ball, and so was this one. So
it's going to be low, ball 3. Puckett trying to avoid putting them on the corners.
3-1 on Owen Lugers. 1 out. 1 on. That should be
That's
the
a
first
strike. Lugers thought he had a base there, but he didn't. It was right down the middle. Nice pitch.
Full count, 32.
Puckett looking for out number 2, his first possible K of the game.
That's reached out and fouled off to the right side.
Nice job by Lugers battling to stay in there.
Yeah, I believe it would have been a strike if he hadn't touched it, but it was a little change of pace, a little hook, a little curve. He stayed with it and fouled it off.
And Brandon got him on the strike called. Not liked by the batter, but still upcoming now is going to be number 6. That will be Haney, Dion Haney, third baseman. Still out on third base, we have Parker. No damage done so far this inning.
That's outside for a ball. Brennan Top on deck, the right fielder for the Cardinals.
Strike called, evens the count. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Belt high pitch, but it was off speed, and the runner or the batter decided not to do anything with it, and it was a called strike as it was right there, belt high. And that one is a see you later.
Nice pitch by Puckett.
Puckett got ahead on that one. Haney didn't catch up to it, so strike on that pitch. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count.
Nice off speed, went way high, evens the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. And that's just going to be a swing and a miss. They're going to throw it over to first, and that's not going to be in time, and that's going to bring the runner in. And another mistake by the Rangers gives an opportunity to New Bremen. And he makes it all the way over to third off of a strikeout. So, simple little errors killing them every single day. Coming up to bat is going to be the right fielder, number 3, Brennan Top. Score now 6-1 with the Cardinals got a runner on third.
That'll go as a pass ball, but a strikeout. A run scored, advanced all the way to third on the catcher's throw to first. So that's a 2-base throwing error.
It was a nice job by Haney being aware of what happened and just running with it.
Brennan Top at the plate for the Cardinals. That one's in the dirt. Darren Hayes is on deck.
Top waiting on the pitch. Inside. 3 balls, no strikes. See if the coach gives him a green light to swing at what should be a strike right down the middle. Strike called.
3-1.
Top needing to protect the plate now. Count 3 balls, 1 strike. Swung over to short. Going to be thrown to first and not played. Dropped by first baseman Nathan Tinnerman, not being able to be collected on a bad throw by Hunter McMurray, and that will put another one on the scoreboard, taking it to 7 with Luger scoring, or with Haney scoring, and Top now on first. Coming up to bat's going to be Hayes. Hayes, the catcher, number 22.
Ben Schwederman on deck for the Cardinals. Number 19, the left fielder, but right now at the plate, as Matt said, Darren Hayes, the catcher.
Strike 1 called. Cardinals have done what they said, though, in the keys, is taken advantage, full advantage of the opportunities given to you by the team. Rangers just need to try to eliminate these mistakes.
Nice scoop there by Tupp on the 58-foot fast curveball. One hopped it, but right in the glove. And there's a nice curve at the knees for strike.
Count now, 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 out. Bottom of 2. 7-1's the score. Oh, it's a little low. Evens the count, 2 balls, 2 strikes.
2 outs. Rangers should have been out of the inning without any runs scored, but that's not the way it is. There's a 3-hopper over to short, pitches the second, and the runner is forced, so after 2, it's 7-1 in favor of the Cardinals. We'll be right back after this message.
Here at TLC, we expanded our business, so we wanted the security of knowing exactly where all the kids are and what's going on in each of the rooms. We chose Fowler's because we've done all our televisions with them, and they mentioned they have security systems. So we just wanted to go out and look at it, and they were very upfront, and they do excellent work from start to finish. And so we chose Fowler's TV. It's been great for us here at TLC Learning Center, and Fowler's TV would be great for anyone.
Is it time to upgrade your inefficient system? Then let New Knoxville Supply install new water furnace geothermal. Calculate your savings and see how you can save up to 70% on your heating, cooling, and hot water costs. Save even more with the 30% renewable tax credit. Water furnace geothermal from New Knoxville Supply offers the safest, cleanest, and most efficient means to heat and cool your home. Call us for a free estimate and be sure to ask us about the Water Furnace Symphony app. It's all at newknoxvillesupply.com.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to New Bremen, Ohio, where the score is the Cardinals 7, the Rangers 1. Going into the top of the 3rd inning, Knoxville will be at the top of their order with Loggeman, McMurray, and Top coming up to bat.
Nope, Jack Bartholomew.
Oh, I'm sorry.
We'll finish. He was at the plate when the runner was thrown out. So Jack Bartholomew gets to come back to the plate, and then it'll be followed by Loggeman and McMurray as we go back to the top of the order.
I stand corrected there.
So top of the 3rd, though, as Matt said. Jack Bartholomew up for the first time. He's a right fielder, hitting just under 200 with a 235 on base average, as well as a couple of runs scored this year in a rotational play. There's a bunt out in front of the plate. Catcher's out quick. Should be easy, and it is. So it didn't quite go far enough for Jack. So a little 2-3 for out number 1. And we go back to the top of the order here as Jonah Loggeman comes up. Center fielder. He popped out to first base his first time up. So 0 for 1.
Would like to thank our refs for the game today. Behind the plate, we have Lou Ross, been calling behind the plate for 8 years. And on the bases, we have Matt Heminger, 22 years calling the bases. That's going to be a bouncer right over to second, picked up, controlled, thrown to first, and out number 2 was recorded. So mark that down as a 4-3 out. Parker to Lugers.
Nice scoop by Parker. That ball couldn't hardly get in front of it, and he just kind of gloved it real nicely as it hopped, and then he squared himself and fired first and got the runner. So
it's one of those rare years calling the games here this year. We've had a lot of second basemen get player of the game. I mean, there's been some real nice second base play here in the MAC this year that we've seen especially. First pitch in is called a ball inside.
Mcmurray, as I said earlier, in his first at bat, he's hitting 500 on the year, and he had a single his first time up, so he's 1 for 1 on the day, looking for hit number 2. And he'll be followed by Nick Tupp, the catcher.
Murray waiting on his pitch, quickly up in the count. 2 balls, no strikes. Strike 1 called right at the knees. Wind starting to pick up again. It's going to be bounced right up to the pitcher, going to be thrown over to first, and he got the bag barely. Nice job getting his toe on the bag, and that will be out number 3 for the Rangers. So at the end of 2.5, Rangers still down 7-1 to New Bremen here on NKTelco Sports.
I happened to pivot wrong and hurt my knee. I ended up tearing my ACL. It hit me pretty hard because I love playing lacrosse. I met my surgeon and he made me feel confident about being able to get back into playing lacrosse. They always just took such good care of me, and they really were confident in what they were doing, which made me feel confident that I would be able to get back to playing lacrosse.
Take a drive to the premier Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram dealership at Bud's in Salina. Enjoy our huge inventory, including the Ram 1500, Jeep, and Chrysler Town & Country. Top-rated Ram dealer in the surrounding area. Convenient 6-day service center with Saturday hours, Monday through Thursday until 8 p.m. Bud's has an extensive business link vehicle offering with the Ram ProMaster 4500, 5500 truck series. Stop by Bud's today at Route 127 in Salina.
Hello everybody and welcome back. We do have some player changes. It looks like Newman has moved up to third base for Knoxville, and going out into left is going to be number 1.
That's Jack
Bartholomew.
So
I don't know if that...
I believe that the right fielder now is...
Zach Newman.
No, Newman's at third.
Osborne?
Yes, it's Osborne, but I believe it's his brother. Foul ball there on that one, tapped down to third. Let me just check a second here. We'll come up with this in a little bit, but I believe
So Osborne out to right. Quickly, it's no balls, 1 strike on the batter, number 19. That'll be Ben Schwederman. So they're down to their number 7 batter, batting .389 on the year. Swing and a miss and a strikeout. And that is exactly what Puckett needs to get some encouragement. I believe that's his 3rd strikeout.
Yep.
Coming up to bat now is going to be number 20, Casey Parker, the other pitcher.
And Aleg will be on deck. Strike there. I'm not sure. It could be that when we say Osborne in right, that could be Jared, that could be Jacob's brother. I'll have to wait and see once I cannot see his number from here, but there is a change someplace. There's one that only went about 58 feet, so that's a ball. 1-1.
So we got 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Score still 7-1, bottom of the 3rd. Strike called for strike number 2.
Pitcher versus pitcher here. Parker with the stick. Puckett on the slab.
It's going to be fouled back. NKTelco and its sponsors are pleased to bring you replays of high school boys baseball. This game can be seen on Channel 3 or 503 in HD on Thursday, April 28th at 8 and Saturday, April 30th at 10 p.m. or 10 a.m. That's going to be popped up. and just fielded bad by Hunter Mcmurray with an error, and that's going to give the base runner first base. So error on the shortstop, just misjudged it in this swirling wind, and that'll bring up the number 9 batter, wearing number 9. So Aleg up to bat, center fielder Caleb Aleg.
I believe that ball, it was hit pretty high. Actually, I believe it was up in the air so high that Mcmurray thought he had it, and it just kept going and going and going because I saw him all of a sudden then start to sprint backwards farther. I thought he had a beat on it. Then he had to still reach, and he couldn't get it. So there's one in the dirt. No advance by the runner, so it's 0-2, 2-0 on the batter.
Good job by Nick Top getting that ball down.
Center fielder Caleb Aleg batting for the Cardinals.
2 balls, 1 strike with that strike coming in. Coming up on deck.
So I'm going to be lenient. I'm going to give Parker a single on that ball that was hit and basically got moved by the wind.
Yeah, Mother Nature is not being helpful.
Now there's one in the infield, and now there. See how far that ball just drifted to the right. Nathan Tinnerman came in and fielded it, and it looked like he'd be between the mound and the foul line, and it actually ends up almost between the mound and second base. So he just kind of drifted to the right, but he gloved it for out number 2. And we're back to the top of the order.
Number 13, Grant Shelby, coming in batting .237. Still 2 outs now. So Knoxville looking to get out without any damage. Nice pickup by the second baseman Leffel, gets it over to first to Tinnerman, and that is out number 3. So the Rangers walk out unscathed at the bottom of 3, but still find themselves down 7-1. We'll be right back after a break on our sponsors here on NKTelco Sports.
Our communities are filled with history, culture, and ambition. People who put others first. We are a bank that is defined by what we do, not just who we are. We build relationships. We grow businesses. We support communities. We advise the people that matter most to us, our customers. Stop in at any of our 5 locations, sign up for internet banking, or download our mobile app to better serve you. We can assist you with your next loan, personal accounts, investments, or business needs. Think first. First National Bank. Member FDIC.
Hello? I've been in an accident. My van's not drivable, and I have my kids, and they need to get to school.
Ma'am.
But I can't.
Ma'am, relax. We'll take care of it.
Thank you.
At Sydney Body Car Star, we don't just take care of your vehicle, we take care of you. With Enterprise Rent-A-Car on site, we get you back to your daily routine with minimal interruptions, returning your car and your family back to normal. Sydney Body Car Star. Relax. We'll take it from here.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to New Bremen, Ohio, where the Cardinals find themselves up 7-1. Coming up to bat is going to be Top, then Tinnerman, and Leffel for the Rangers this inning.
3-4-5 in the top of the 4th. Be nice to get a couple more runs for the Rangers, dent into this lead a little bit by the Cardinals.
We'd like to thank our sponsors here on NKTelco Sports. Orthopedic Associates of Southwest Ohio, Knoxville Supply, Fowler's TV, Francis Furniture, NKTelco, NKTelco Sports, Minster Dental, Minster Bank, St. Mary's Trucking, Wagner's IGA, and 4U Office Supplies. We'll also have Player of the Game for New Bremen coming from the Dairy Queen, and Main Street Station for the Ranger, Player of the Game. So Nick Top, number 2, the catcher, coming up to bat. Rangers looking to turn it around here in the top of the 4th. First pitch coming in by Parker. Strike called. I dare to say, Dennis, the temperatures drop about 10-15 degrees here.
I agree, definitely. And then the wind's pushing a little bit harder. Yes. There's a pop fly right at the plate.
And that'll be Darren Hayes with the catch. So number 22 Hayes puts Top down. Coming up to bat now is going to be the first baseman, number 17, Nathan Tinnerman.
Got in on Top's hands and basically off the thin end of the bat, but popped it straight up in the air almost, and just out in front of the plate a little bit and off to the side. So easy catch there by the Cardinals catcher. Darren Hayes for out number 1. Nate Tinnerman up, struck out the first time. Looks at a high ball up by the chin for a ball. Struck out the first time, so Nate needs a little action here. 243 hitter for the year. That one is likewise high and outside. So Tinnerman with a 2-0 advantage in the count.
Tinnerman just slowly, he's being patient all day. Unfortunately, he didn't strike out the first time at bat. There's a nice rip and fouls right back over top of the backstop. Takes the count to 2-1.
Logan Leffel will be on deck for the Rangers, second baseman.
And you take away the first inning, and this is a whole different ball game out here. The Rangers have played pretty solid on the defensive side the last inning, so looking to get some offensive boost going here as the count goes to 3-1. Tinnerman looking to get to first.
Looking down for a signal. I think Coach Saylor just said, it's your pitch, you take it. So it's got to be in your wheelhouse. Don't go after anything that's not there. And that was inside.
So 5 pitches. Tinnerman sees himself getting to first. Coming up now is going to be senior Logan Leffel, second baseman, wearing number 4. One of the few left-handers on the team for the Rangers.
You said that earlier, and I'm not quite sure. I believe there's 1 or 2 in the JV squad for
New Bremen. Left.
Yeah, that bats from the left side. But Logan is the only Ranger, I believe, that bats from the left side.
Cook does as well.
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry.
I thought Tinnerman was going for second.
He bluffed but stopped. Leffel took that pitch there for a strike. 0-1.
And there goes Tinnerman for second. That's going to be swung on, popped up to right, but it could be trouble.
It is.
And it is. It's down. But unfortunately, Tinnerman could not commit to second, and he's going to be thrown out at second by the right fielder, Brennan Top. So out number 2 for the Rangers. Coming up to bat now is going to be number 12 for the Rangers, Brendan Puckett. So the pitcher coming up to bat, trying to help his own cause.
Yeah, that's one of those weird ones. You are correct. You're caught between no man's land. Do I run or don't I? If he catches it, I'm doubled up. If I don't run, I get pushed out. I'm forced out at second, and that's exactly what happened. Cannot commit too early. Broke to second, came back, then realized it wasn't going to get caught, then couldn't have enough time to make up the yardage.
Going to be thrown back, trying to tag out. Nice job by Darren Hayes throwing back to first, keeping Logan Leffel honest out there on the first base pad. So the ball given back to Parker. Parker on the count, 1 ball, no strikes. Rangers find 2 outs here in the top of the 4th. Ball high.
So Puckett in the advantage here, 2-0. Corey Cook, the DH, is on deck.
So we're waiting for the pitch. That's going to be fouled back. Take the count to 2 balls and 1 strike. Losing our papers here.
2-1. The stretch, the kick, the fire.
And swung and missed. Evens the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Leffel still on first. Knoxville really hasn't tempted the Darren Hayes' arm throwing over to second. They've had 2 steal attempts. Both of them's been cleared, but they haven't attempted any other steals. That's going to be a ball in the dirt. So we are at a full count.
So Leffel will definitely be off now. Full count on him. 2 outs. Runner on the move. So Puckett can maybe help himself here either with a hit or with a walk.
Waiting for the pitch. That's going to be outside. So coming up to bat now is going to be number 7, Corey Cook. Runners on first and second. So put Leffel on second base. Put Puckett on first. Cook up to bat. Looks like Coach might be bringing in a designated hitter, or they're going to get a base runner for his. Looks like for Logan. So it looks like number 6 going out for the Rangers to do the running.
Ben Menke's going to run for Leffel. And Puckett is at first. And the batter is Corey Cook, who last time up tripled and drove in a run.
So the Rangers looking to get some speed out there on second in case Cook's able to get a hold of another one. See if that is a good change for Coach Saylor. Playing it close to the bases. It's going to be fouled back by Cook, so strike 1.
Nice swing there by Cook, just fouled it back.
Winds are finally starting to calm down. I don't think I'll be too upset about that. Kicking the pitch. Another one fouled straight back. So quickly Cook falls behind in the count. No balls, 2 strikes. Parker looking to get out of another inning. He's had 3. This will be 3 innings without giving up a run. Said his ERA is right around 2. That's going to be fouled back again. So 3 straight foul balls by Cook. Coach Tinnerman with the ball, getting ready to throw it back to the ump. Parker with the sign. That's going to be in the dirt. Cook with a wide stance. That's another one popped up. That could be trouble too, but caught and brought in by shortstop Grant Shelby. So that will end the inning for the Rangers and end the threat. Again, at the end of 3.5, Rangers down 1-7 to the New Bremen Cardinals. We'll be right back after a break from our sponsors here on NKTelco Sports.
Your employees are your most valuable asset. Protect them by stopping copier violence. 4U Office provides a full line of quality printers and copiers that keeps your team working efficiently and safely.
Wegner's IGA have been servicing their communities for more than 90 years, spanning 3 generations. Wegner's founded their business on 2 basic principles: excellent customer service and quality products. Visit all our locations and experience the finest selection of deli, fresh meats, and a variety of beverage choices. While there, don't forget to check out our vast selection of fresh coffee beans, produce, dairy, and bakery items. Visit Wegner's today in Minster, Fort Laramie, and now New Bremen.
Hello everybody, and welcome back to Bremen, Ohio, where the Cardinals are enjoying a 7-1 lead. Coming up for the Cardinals is going to be number 1, Jack Bartholomew. I'm sorry, I messed that up. I'm announcing the wrong team. Be number 1, Greg Parker, the second baseman. So the number 2 batter up will be followed by Lugers and Haney. So Puckett with the pitch. Picking up where he left off with a strike.
He's had very good control. I don't think he's walked a man that I've missed here. Maybe I have to look through my stats a little bit better, but I didn't see a walk yet.
going to be fouled back right over our heads here. I think he is up to like 4 Ks for the game.
Yeah, let me check here. I'll maybe can verify that real quick. I got 3, so no, you're right. 4
Saying
Ks.
the one that made it first.
Yeah, right.
That's
There's
a nice
line.
rip. That's finding a gap. So a really nice shot there by Parker. So put Greg Parker over on first, finding a gap. Coming up now is going to be number 18, Owen Lugers, the first baseman.
Parker just reached out and sprayed that pitch right into center field, right over second base, and not much anybody can do about that. That was just a nice, easy swing, and the ball just left his bat and went real softly out to the outfield.
Puckett looks in, stealing for second. Nice throw by Top, just not in time. So Parker with the steal. Puts him on second base. Lugers now has 1 in scoring position. 9 RBIs on the season with 2 home runs. Ball high. Quickly behind in the count. 2 balls, no strikes. That one's in the dirt for ball 3.
Lugers possesses 2 home runs this year, so he has a chance if he can get into one. He can maybe lift it over the left field wall.
Strike called.
That baby's right down Main Street. 2-1 on the batter.
340 out to left, so I mean that's not that far. That's a big swing and a miss. Takes the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Parker still out on second. That's a deep, nice hit over, and it's going to hit the ground. So that'll advance the runner all the way around from second to home. Oh, and they got a nice pickle, and that's going to be an out. So they got Lugers on the out, but Parker did come in to score. So the score is now 8-1. Rangers down. So Bremen leading 8-1. Coming up now is going to be number 6, Dion Haney, the third baseman.
Yeah, he got caught off. He rounded the bag big time and thought the ball was going to be thrown home. Tinnerman realized he couldn't get the guy at home, so happened to spot that Lugers had rounded the bag big time and basically got him in a little bit of rundown. He slipped, and there's one just in between first and second out to the right field. So nice hit by Haney there as he gets down to first with a single.
Tinnerman diving, trying to get to the ball. Squeaked it right between Leffel and Tinnerman, so single on, Haney on first. Only 1 out here. Coming up to bat now is going to be number 3, Brennan Top.
One out here in the bottom of the 4th. It's in the dirt. Top knocks it down, but the runner advances. Couldn't find it after he hit it, after he knocked it down. So Haney moves up on a pass on a wild pitch.
On deck's the catcher, Darren Hayes, number 22. So Top now with the runner in scoring position. Puckett steps off the mound, brings the runner back. Strike called. Count now, 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Ball high. Haney getting a nice lead out there on second base. I mean, they're letting him drift a ways. Be fouled back. Evens the count, 2-2. That wind has been persistent enough just to get chilly.
Yes. Ooh, close but not quite. Big curve. Didn't quite get the white or the black.
Nick Top held the ball there for a couple seconds, wanting to know if he wanted a better look at it.
Tried to frame it for Blue, but Blue said no. There's a fastball that he can't catch up to for out number 2. So Tupp goes down via the K.
Number 22, Darren Hayes, now coming up to bat. Number 6 spot batter for New Bremen. If you're just joining us, runs were scored 5 in the first, 2 in the second, none in the third. They've scored 1 here in the fourth. Take the score to 8 for the Rangers. Rangers scored 1 in the second, none in the other innings. So 8-1's the score. 2 outs, no balls, 1 strike on the batter at bat now, Darren Hayes.
Got Haney standing down at second. There's one that's hitting the ground back to the mound. Puckett has it over to first. In time for out number 3 as the runner is retired on a 1-3 for out number 3. And after 4 complete, it's 8 for the Cardinals, 1 for the Rangers. We'll be right back after this message.
There's a lot of early mornings that go into 40 years of service, a lot of miles on these tires, and millions of pounds of cargo have traveled in these trailers. It's about dependable service, the kind of service that shows up 30 minutes early every time, that gets your products, cargo, and business from point A to point B safely, quickly, and efficiently. We are St. Mary's Trucking, traveling the roads of commerce in Ohio, Michigan, Indiana, Kentucky. Men and women who produce the solutions that make your business grow, because the most important thing to them is you.
At Minster Bank, we understand that life can get hectic. That's why when it comes to your banking, we offer the services that make your life simpler with tools like person-to-person payments, Pop Money, mobile and online banking, and bill pay. But most of all, Minster Bank is a supportive member of your community with personal relationships and customer service that reach outside of our branches. Minster Bank, helping people achieve financial success.
Welcome back to New Bremen, where the Cardinals are enjoying an 8-1 lead here, top of the 5th against the Rangers from New Knoxville. NKTelco Sports and its sponsors are pleased to bring you replays of boys high school baseball. Today's game can be seen on Channel 3 or Channel 503 in HD, Thursday, April 28th at 8 p.m. and Saturday, April 30th at 10 p.m. You can also watch games on demand at nktelco.net. Anybody that's interested in ever becoming a sponsor for NKTelco Sports, feel free to call 419-753-5000. Ask for Renee Arnold, and she can hook you up with a commercial, and you too can be a sponsor on NKTelco Sports.
Okay, starting off for the Rangers will be Jared Osborne. He's batting in his brother's slot, who batted once and was on base with a base on balls. Now he's batting. He's the right fielder. He has no average. He's only seen the plate 3 times, and he drops one into center field first time. So Jared Osborne trots down to first with a single to lead off the 5th inning here.
Coming up now is going to be Bartholomew, number 1, Jack Bartholomew for the Rangers. He was playing right.
Now he's in left, and he's been up once, and he's grounded out catcher to, no, I think he thrown out on a bunt attempt, second or from the catcher to the first base. There's one hit up the center, makes the big gravy hop to the shortstop over to first, but not in time. So Osborne gets forced at second, and Bartholomew is on a fielder's choice. He's at first. That's 1 out then, and that brings up the top of the order in Jonah Lageman.
Number 2, Lageman playing center today. Another one of those young, big kids that Knoxville has.
Yes, it is. So Jared Osborne out, retired. Jack Bartholomew.
That's thrown away. He can get second.
Got thrown, and he's headed
He's
to
potentially got third. He's taking third.
The throw is coming in, and it's there, but it's way off the mark. So on the pickoff play, which can't be handled by the Cardinals, Jack Bartholomew moves all the way to third on that throwing error by the pitcher.
That might be the spark the Rangers need here with the top of the order up. Lageman still waiting on the first pitch. Pitch is in, going to be strike called.
Lagerman's been up twice and out twice. Flied to the first baseman and grounded to the second baseman.
Going to be fouled back quickly. Lagerman's behind in the count. No balls, 2 strikes.
He likes that high pitch. That puppy might have been just a little out of the zone, but he got enough of the bat on it to go over the screen to the back.
I think if this temperature drops anymore, you're going to hear my teeth chatter. That's a ball way high. Count now, 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Top of the 5th inning, Rangers down 8-1. Runner in scoring position is Bartholomew. That's going to be a nice rip, and that's going to get down and bring in a runner.
That goes between out there in the right center, so Jonah Lagerman on with a single and an RBI as Bartholomew trots home with run number 2 for the Rangers.
Number 8, Hunter McMurray, now coming up to bat, the shortstop.
1 away here in the top of the 5th.
So the Rangers got 1 on. And they've scored a run, so 8-2. Taking second.
Nice throw down. Oh, and they got him. Thought
so Lagerman thrown out at second. Good job by Darren Hayes getting that ball down.
He threw it from his knees. Great throw by the catcher, Darren Hayes. Right on the money.
So that puts Rangers empty on bases with Hunter McMurray starting it out again. 2 outs now gone. First pitch was called a strike. That's going to be fouled back. And caught by, dropped.
A short little pop fly right here at home plate, off to the right. Actually, Hayes overran it, found it back, and got his glove on it, and it just trickled off his glove and fell right down on the ground right between his knees.
Well, that's after the throw he had to second. They'll forgive him for that one.
That was a good play. So Hunter McMurray, his 3rd time at the plate, he's 1 for 2. Keeps his average right up there at that 500 mark.
It's going to be a poke to right or left.
And
caught.
There, easily gloved by the left fielder for out number 3. So fly to the left field for out number 3 for Hunter Murray. As we head to the bottom of the 5th, it is 8 for the Cardinals, 2 for the Rangers.
You owe it to yourself twice a year a checkup at Minster Dental Care. Our specialized doctors, Jim Overman, Jim Myring, Sean Sharp, and Philip Slunkowski, are ready to give you the smile you've always dreamed of at any stage of your life. Pediatric, orthodontic, restorative, and cosmetic dentistry are just a few of the services offered. Our latest advancements include CEREC dentistry that allows us to create and deliver a crown in one convenient visit. We're located on State Route 66 in Minster, 419-628-3380 to schedule your appointment today. You owe it to yourself.
NKTelco Sports, Ohio's leading sports broadcasting company, is dedicated to sports coverage, filming over 120 collegiate and high school sporting events that bring quality content and excellent sportsmanship to the big screen. Team up with us as an NKTelco sponsor and receive many benefits: commercials that will be seen by thousands of viewers, multiple name mentions, live web ads, monthly bill stuffers, and discounted network ad insertion spots. Packages are available for any budget. Contact us today.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to New Bremen, Ohio, where the Rangers find themselves down 2-8 to the home team, New Bremen Cardinals. Cardinals looking to try to add a couple more here. The Rangers picked up 1 run in the bottom of the 5th, or the bottom of the 4th, or top of the 5th. Take the score now, 8-2. Coming up to bat is going to be number 19 for New Bremen, which will be Ben Schwederman, the left fielder. Schwederman, the number 7 hitter, batting .389 on the year. Puckett still on the mound. That's going to be deep over to the left field. Might have him burnt. He's burnt. Back off the fence, and that's going to be a stand-up double going for 3. And that's going to be overthrown. And he's going to advance home. So on a throwing error, that is 4 bases for number 19, Ben Schwederman. So a quick run here to spark the crowd as you could hear them yelling from behind. So now Bremen up 9-2, bottom of 5. Coming up now is going to be number 20, Casey Parker.
There again might have been an instance where the wind aided that ball a little bit. It just carried more and more and more. I think the left fielder thought he had a beat on it right off the bat. He moved, I thought, in the correct, but I couldn't see. The pitcher stepped in front of me, and I could not see if there was a problem with it or how close he came to it. But it seemed that he had it right on target, and the ball just carried a little farther. So Casey Parker at the plate, and he'll be followed by Caleb Aleg.
Then to the top of the order. It's going to be fouled off, so it takes the count quickly. No balls, 2 strikes. So Puckett giving up 1 run there. So looking for out number 1. Try to keep the Rangers in this to go to a 6th inning. They do have a 10-run rule after 5 in high school sports, so if Bremen's able to put 3 more on the board, that would end the game. That's going to be called low. So ball 2, count even 2-2.
Puckett thought he had that one. A little bit disgusted that that ball didn't get called a strike.
I believe Top was the same way, just holding it up there. Be fouled back. So Parker, the other half of the pitching duel for today, still looking to get on. It's going to be fouled off again. That one just about had a fan over there. Mayer needing to step back from Knoxville. Count still remains 2-2. That's going to be popped out to center. Another one that can be trouble, and it bounces down right in front of center fielder Jonah Lagaman. Unable to field it. So put Parker over on first. Coming up to bat's going to be Aleg. Then the top of the order was Shelby, Parker, and Lugers. So number 9, Caleb Aleg, getting the call sign from his coach.
Nine to 2. I don't know exactly what Coach Williams or Wells would want to do. I was thinking, unless he just gave him the flat take sign, I didn't know if he was going to try to sacrifice him to second at this point. Could be. No outs, an opportunity to maybe expand the inning. There's a pop fly, right side, out of play.
Almost had a new dent on the top of the NKTelco sports truck. Barely cleared it.
We're looking out for those guys inside the truck, aren't we, Matt?
No, just a little bit.
Yeah, protect them.
We'd hate to see them sit out in the cold with us here. It's beautiful. Is this still May or April, or are we in May yet?
Shows the bunt, pulls it back, and it's there for a strike.
Takes a count, 1 ball, 2 strikes, no outs. Still over on first is Parker. Puckett with the pitch. It's going to be sent right over to short. Rangers looking to possibly turn their first double play of the year, and they did it.
They got
nice job, Rangers. Finally got them a double play on the year, so 2 quick outs. But here comes the top of the order for New Bremen. Coming up to bat, it's going to be number 13, Grant Shelby, 237 on the year.
A little 6-4-3 there helps Brandon Puckett out a lot as he chalks up 2 outs real quickly. And they go back to the top of the order with Grant Shelby, and Grant's been up 3 times. He's got 2 hits, 2 runs scored. Grounded out to second baseman, and he's lone out.
First pitch called a ball low. It could be a strike right at the belly. That's going to be fouled, I believe.
Nope.
It went in.
It fell in inside the line, so that's a single.
So up to bat now is going to be number 1, second baseman Greg Parker.
Really got handcuffed on that pitch and just flared it out there. It really wasn't driven. Nobody could get to it, though, over the first baseman's head, but falls in before the right fielder can move in on it. So Parker at the plate.
We've seen the wind shift this ball. There's going to be a steal for second. Top with the throw. Way out to center. He's going to try to advance to third and brings it back. Smart move there. Nice job covering by Jonah Loggeman to get the ball back in. Puckett covering third.
Puckett backing up the play, saved the errant throw, and it was a nice throw by the center fielder to stop the runner from advancing, and Puckett secures the ball. There's one in the dirt. The runner advances, down to third it comes. In the dirt, knocked down by the third baseman Newman, contained, so the runner stays at third. And Parker's at the plate, looking at a 1-1 count on him. Greg Parker, that is.
Still 2 out, so the Rangers can get out of this inning with only giving up 1. It's going to be ball inside. Like we said, Puckett's had a pretty good game pitching with the 9 runs in. Just a lot of fielding errors. Wind taking effect.
Grounder to second. Luffel has it over to first to Tinnerman. And Parker's retired on a 4-3 for out number 3. So in that inning, the Cardinals do rack up one more run on that triple and an error on the throw. And they punch home another run. So after 5 complete, it is the Cardinals 9, and the Rangers 2. Will be right back.
NKTelco is your hometown provider. We are Northwest Ohio's leading independent broadband company that brings fiber to your home. Larger competitors talk about it, but we've been delivering our fiber network for over 10 years, guaranteeing more bandwidth and services, over 80 HD channels, Echo whole home DVR, interactive channel guides, in-demand, internet-based phone systems, and local news and sports channels. Innovative, futuristic, and cost-effective.
The big game is right around the corner. Are you ready for it? Come into Francis Furniture and find the right fit for you and your friends in our Lazy Boy Comfort Studio. With Lazy Boy Premier Sofa and Sectionals, you can custom order a look that's just your style. Choose from hundreds of decorator fabrics or choose genuine leather for its luxurious feel and durability. Come into Francis Furniture today, the area's only Lazy Boy Comfort Studio.
Hello and welcome back to New Bremen, Ohio, where the Cardinals are leading 9-2 over the Rangers, top of the 6th. Coming up for the Rangers is going to be Logan Leffel. Leffel will be batting the 5th, then 6th and 7 will be followed by Puckett and Cook. So, I'm sorry, let's start that over. Coming up is going to be Nick Top, then followed by Tinnerman and Leffel. So, catcher number 2, Nick Top, up to bat. Top waiting on the first pitch. So far, both pitchers today, Puckett and Parker, both have done the full game so far, all the pitching duties. Parker definitely on the plus side of it.
Very few walks from either one of these guys. Here's another ball popped up in between first, second, and the mound. First baseman has it, gloves it, and Top is retired on a fly to the first baseman for out number 1.
So coming up to bat is going to be number 17, first baseman Nathan Tinnerman.
I think Parker's he's hit one batter, and I think he's given up 1 base on balls, and I don't believe Puckett's given up any base on balls.
Not as of yet.
No.
Nice job by Darren Hayes getting the ball up off the dirt.
Nathan Tinnerman up twice, out twice, once by the K. Swings and misses on that one.
Evens the count 1-1.
He did receive a base on balls, but then had the unfortunate luck of getting picked off, or not picked off, but caught because he couldn't make his mind there. He hit one well to the left field, and it's being chased, not caught, knocked down, and it rolls to the fence for a double by Nathan Tinnerman. So a two-base hit by Nathan right there.
Coming up to bat now is going to be second baseman number 4, Logan Leffel. On deck will be pitcher number 12, Brandon Puckett. So Leffel up to bat. Putting Tinnerman out on second. It'll be fouled back over the backstop.
Leffel likes those high ones.
That almost had a fan from New Knoxville there. That was a quick move. I believe that's by Tinnerman's mom.
I think Stacy just about, no, is it Stacy or Grandma? There's Leffel, hits it down to first. And
Foul ball.
Foul, just foul. Gloved nicely by Owen Loigers there at first base, but it was foul, so Leffel comes back to do it again.
No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out.
I believe Donna Tinnerman just ducked that foul ball a bit ago. Leffel with the ball, popped up to the right side, the second baseman out. He has it for out number 2.
So coming up to bat now is number 12, Brandon Puckett, with number 7, Corey Cook in the hole.
Puckett scored a run for the Rangers. He's been hit by a pitch, and he's had a base on balls. So been on a couple of times, scored a run. 0 for 0 this afternoon. Oh my, he loves that high stuff. That puppy was at the eyes. And the third baseman in, grabs it for out number 3 as he flies out to the third baseman. So no runs that inning, 1 man left. After 5.5, it'll be Cardinals 9, Rangers 2. Be right back.
Here at TLC, we expanded our business, so we wanted the security of knowing exactly where all the kids are and what's going on in each of the rooms. We chose Fowler's because we've done all our televisions with them, and they mentioned they have security systems. So we just wanted to go out and look at it, and they were very upfront, and they do excellent work from start to finish. And so we chose Fowler's TV. It's been great for us here at TLC Learning Center, and Fowler's TV would be great for anyone.
If you want to save 70% on your heating, cooling, and hot water costs, the answer is right under your feet. Let New Knoxville Supply install a water furnace geothermal system and use the natural temperature from the earth for a more constant temperature in your home. Also ask about our new Symphony Home Management System. Control temperatures, track energy usage, and receive safety alerts for everything, including your sump pump. All from anywhere, anytime. Now is the time to calculate your savings at newknoxvillesupply.com.
Hello everybody, and welcome back to New Bremen, Ohio, where the Cardinals lead the Rangers 9-2. We're at the bottom of the 6th. Coming up to bat's going to be Lugers, then Haney, and followed by Top, with Hayes being the 4th batter. So Lugers coming up to bat, .333 on the year, 2 home runs, 9 RBIs. I believe he actually has an RBI this game as well.
Yes.
So make that 10.
So batters 3, 4, and 5 for the Cardinals coming up.
Have more player changes for the Rangers. Number 9 is now behind the mound, behind the plate, doing the catching duties. That would probably move Top over to third. That's his other position, but nope, that's not right.
Nathan Burgess has come in as the catcher. Top has moved from home to first, and Nathan Tinnerman has moved from first to third. I believe everything else has stayed very similar.
Not sure where Newman is now located.
I believe Newman might be back in left field.
Yep.
There's a ball beat in the ground. Oh, it takes a bad bounce, hits the dirt, and squirts off to the side. Tinnerman was all poised, and it doesn't even get to him. It just takes a left-hand turn and goes into the foul territory. Loigers is down at first with a nice single.
Dion Haney, number 6, third baseman, coming up to bat. So the bat bounces keep going Knoxville's way here. That's going to be in the dirt. Nice pickup and throw to first. But that was a good job of defending the plate for New Knoxville.
Nathan Murgisline, nice scoop and throw to first. Throw was just a little high, but made the play pretty close. Cardinals 1 on, nobody out. This is the bottom of the 6th.
Puckett again, got one in the dirt. Quickly down, 2 balls, no strikes. Yet to give up a base on balls. It's a swing and a miss. Murgis quickly gets the ball back. Bounced right out of his glove.
Yeah, we don't want to jinx him, but yes, Puckett has yet to give up a base on balls.
It seems how that normally happens. As soon as you mention it, it's ball inside. I believe that takes the count to 3-1. They got 2-1 on the board. It's 3-1.
I believe you're right, but I couldn't read Blue's hands when he put it up.
Yeah, it said 3-1. So 3 balls, 1 strike, no out. Runner on first. Luger's up to bat. Or, I'm sorry, Haney up to bat. And there's that base on balls that we talked about. So we definitely jinxed him there. We apologize for that. Coming up now is right fielder number 3, Brennan Top. On deck's going to be number 22. That will be catcher Darren Hayes.
Well, Tup's been up 3 times. He struck out, been safe on an error, and has got a single and scored a run. So Brandon's day is done, and I believe Jake Blitch is going to be called on to throw here, maybe to complete the inning. He's been in 3 games for the year. He's pitched about 4 innings, so he's going to try to wind down the game here on the bottom of the 6th. Puckett has had a nice outing. Threw very well, just got hit, or they hit it where the defenders were not.
Blitz with like an underarm throw.
That's the submarine pitch. Now it comes in, what you do is you maybe give up a little bit, you give up a little bit of the advantage you have because of the hill. When you come in, see, you put your arm at the same level as the batter because you've dropped your arm instead of coming over the top. But the ball might be a little more active, and in some cases you might be able to make a man back out of the plate a little bit. But it looks like he's got quite a bit of velocity on that pitch, so we'll see once. I have not seen him throw this year.
I have not either. What grade is he in?
He
looks young.
He is a sophomore, if I think I'm correct. Let me just run through the roster here real quick if I have that.
I believe you're correct. I know most of the junior
Jake's
class.
a junior. He's a junior. I didn't see him warming up. He must have been throwing behind the dugout.
That was a quick warm-up, 6 pitches.
Yeah. So he must have been throwing over there to get warmed up, really.
So coming up to bat now is number 3, Brennan Top, right fielder. Got runners on first and second.
Down there, he on Coach Wells. Fumbled that. Wanted to toss it to the Ranger third baseman. He wasn't having any of it. You throw it back to the mound.
So Lugers and Haney on first and second. Top up to bat with Hayes on deck.
That one goes high.
Takes a count. 1 ball, 1 strike. Still nobody out here. Bottom of the 6th.
Coach Wells down there, a Ball State graduate, baseball man. There's a swing and a miss.
Quickly up in the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Had a nice career at Ball State. So
What did he play when he was there?
Yeah, baseball man when he was there. Yes, sir.
A pitcher or?
I'm not quite sure what all of his proficiencies were, but I think so. And there's one taken for the team.
So put top on first.
Hit by the pitch. He moves down. That loads the bags.
So bases are juiced with Hayes coming up. So
still nobody out for the Cardinals, so they got an opportunity to punch a couple across here. Darren Hayes, the catcher, at the plate. Had a single, safe on a fielder's choice, and grounded out to the pitcher.
Hayes batting 189. Next batter up is going to be Schwederman batting 389 on the year. So the Rangers definitely looking to possibly just get a strikeout, get a quick out somewhere.
There's a foul over the right side, out of bounds.
And that's got the NKTelco van.
If you would have left the window open, you could have probably taken a ball home.
So quickly up in the count. No balls, 2 strikes. That's going to be hit in top. Bounces it off of him. He's going. All base runners are safe, and that's going to be an RBI. So quickly, another one comes across. Score now 10-2. Bases still loaded with Schwederman coming up to bat. Number 19, Ben Schwederman, batting 389 on the year.
Once again, a tough play by Top at first base. The ball wasn't hit right at him. Didn't take a good bounce. He got his glove on it, but it went and squared away from him. And a run scored. Nobody was out. Sacks are still full. There's one hit off of the wrist.
It's a blooper, and that's going to score 2, and that should be the end of the game.
Infield was in, and that will drive across run number 12.
And that is it.
That should be it, with 2 left.
So we'll take a break here, and we'll come back with final stats as the Cardinals do the mercy rule to the Rangers, 12-2 in 6 innings. We'll be right back with a word from our sponsors here on NKTelco Sports.
I happened to pivot wrong and hurt my knee. I ended up tearing my ACL. It hit me pretty hard because I love playing lacrosse. I met my surgeon and he made me feel confident about being able to get back into playing lacrosse. They always just took such good care of me, and they really were confident in what they were doing, which made me feel confident that I would be able to get back to playing lacrosse.
Your employees are your most valuable asset. Protect them by stopping copier violence. 4U Office provides a full line of quality printers and copiers that keeps your team working efficiently and safely.
Wegner's IGA have been servicing their communities for more than 90 years, spanning 3 generations. Wegner's founded their business on 2 basic principles: excellent customer service and quality products. Visit all our locations and experience the finest selection of deli, fresh meats, and a variety of beverage choices. While there, don't forget to check out our vast selection of fresh coffee beans, produce, dairy, and bakery items. Visit Wegner's today in Minster, Fort Laramie, and now New Bremen.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to New Bremen. So at the end of 6, the score was 12-2. Mercy ruled by the Cardinals on the Rangers. We're going to go ahead and we're going to look at your players of the game. So we'll start with the visiting Rangers. Player of the game. So
player of the game. I'm sorry. Player of the game for New Knoxville is Corey Cook. Spelled his last name wrong there. It's K-U-C-K. I'm sorry. Corey had a big triple here in the early part of the game, drove in a run for the Rangers, and he's going to receive a gift certificate sponsored by Main Street Station in New Knoxville. Now, the player of the game for the New Bremen Cardinals. Player of the game there will be Casey Parker. He's the guy on the hill, had a good night, basically held the Rangers in check most of the night, did well with the plate at the plate also, and his gift certificate will be coming to him by Dairy Queen here in New Bremen. So just to recap tonight's action, the The Rangers had 2 runs on 5 hits, and they had 6 men left on base. The New Bremen Cardinals had 12 runs on 15 hits and 7 men left on base. This gives the Cardinals their first MAC victory on the year. That makes them 1-4. The Rangers will drop to 0-5 and 1-12 overall on the season, where the Cardinals move to 6-8 on the year. That pretty much wraps it up from here on a somewhat, first of all, balmy night. Now it's turned into a rather brisk afternoon or evening. I'd like to thank all the people that made this production possible. Our cameraman was Bryce Embrick. Our replay person was Phil Wiedendev. Our producer-director was Daniel Allen. Our announcer was Matt Everidge. Play-by-play guy was Dennis Henshin. Hope you enjoyed the broadcast, everybody. Have a nice evening. See you again later in the week. Bye-bye.